Now, going back to the more positive side of Brit Worldwide, personal development products, they talk to you and train you a lot on self-talk and how to speak correctly and positive thinking and specifically positive association. I can tell you a huge story about one person in particular, my sister. She had a lot of depression and anxiety issues, and she just, unfortunately, because I was a total a-hole to her when we were growing up, sibling rivalry and things like that, and me just being a jerk older brother, she just really didn't have a great self-esteem, unfortunately. Now, as she started to hang around this Brit Worldwide team, she had a lot of positive association. She started reading self-help books, and because of that positive reinforcement over a couple of years, she's become, she's done a complete 180. Instead of being, hanging out like I hate to say, like a goth crowd and listening to negative music like we both were, and just, being down on herself and, dealing with depression and things like that. Now she's very upbeat. She's just a very classy young lady, and I can't talk Brit Worldwide up enough because of that great experience. However, you look at the flip side of the coin. Do you really need to spend $600 or $500 a month on overpriced products and another $2 to $3 grand a year on training materials to be able to do that? And the answer is no. So again, there's positive and negative. I'm just being real here. Again, if you're in Brit Worldwide and that pisses you off, sorry, deal with it. That's my personal opinion. Leave me a negative comment below on this YouTube video. That's fine. So, again, I'm just trying to be real with you here. So let's go in more into compensation and really who gets paid. When it comes to Brit Worldwide, the platinums and up get paid. And what I mean by that is if you're a platinum and you've got 200 or 300 people in your group, maybe 100, 150 of them, 100, 150 people in your group, minimum 30 of them will probably be on standing order in that case. You're getting paid on that volume. But if you're just on standing order and people in your group are on standing order but you're not platinum, unfortunately you're not making any money on that. And unfortunately that's 95%, 98% of people, actually I really should say probably about 98, 99% of people are in the group where they're not making any money on standing order. They're just paying the $2 to $3 grand a year, and that's unfortunate. And I'll get more into that in a little bit. Platinum is 7,500 PV, which is a point value that's associated with Amway products. 7,500 PV is equal to about $20,000 to $23,000 or so in actual business volume and actual dollars spent on Amway products. 7,500 is the point value, and I'm not really here to talk about Amway products, so to speak, or their compensation plan. Just know that if you got 5 personally sponsored people and those 1,500 points, and those 7,500 points are distributed evenly, which, by the way, will never happen. If you're a 7,500 point group, you've probably got a 4,000 leg, a 1,500 leg, a 1,000 leg, a 300 leg, and a 150 point leg, something along those lines. But if you're assuming the average PV, which is on their website, it's 2.77 business volume, each organization would pay about $325. So what I mean by that is your differential between 5 of your organizations would be $325. So 5 organizations times $325 is equal to about $1,625 a month. Times 12 months is about 20 grand a year, 19,500. Not a bad income, nice little part-time income. The problem is, again, 99% of people don't do that. Founders Platinum, all 12 months. If you do 7,500 points, 12 months and above, you're going to get a $20,000 bonus from the company, which, again, that kind of gives you an idea of how much money that they're not really paying their platinums. If they've got, if they can double your salary, if they can double your salary, there's a lot of money that they're, kind of keeping on the table and not giving to you. But okay, I'm not going to really go into that. But let's just say you're a founder's platinum. You didn't go platinum, just for 6 months of the year, and just so you know, there are other bonuses associated with that. That range, I believe, up to about $5,000. Last time I checked. Let's just say your Amway income is between $20,000 and $40,000. If you look at a lot of the Eagle brochures and a lot of the literature that's associated with Brit Worldwide, they'll tell you for every standing order you have in your group, about 250 PV is going to be associated with that. Now you're probably asking, how do you get one person's on an educational CD? How do you relate that to the points that they're spending on products? I mean, really, what does CDs and training education have to do with soap and shampoo and health and beauty products and energy drinks and things like that? And you'll just find that if you look at how many standing orders there are, it's going to relate to business volume, because that's how many leaders are going to be in the group and how many people that are going to educate yourself. It's just a proven thing that they've known over the last 30 years of Britt Worldwide. That's just how the numbers figure out. So if you go and divide 7,500 by 250 PV, you're talking about 30 people on standing order in a group, give or take. So that's 30 people times $8.50 a week. You're talking about $250 or so a week in just standing order CD. That's not the books, that's not the lit packs, that's nothing else. So we're going to assume a platinum makes about $1 per CD. It's about $30 a week, and just a standing order, plus books, plus some other stuff. They don't make money on functions. They don't make money on other large events or weekly meetings, and they don't make money on the communication program. You have to be, I believe, a diamond and above to do that. So again, you can make another, $3,000 to $5,000 a year, sometimes more, as you go ruby into the higher pins, on the training income. Now again, not everyone in the group will be on standing order, but many will order Amway products. So again, you're going to be making, as a platinum, about $1,600 or 20 grand a month. I'm sorry, 20 grand. Yeah, 20 grand a month. Yeah, right. 20 grand a year to 30 grand a year, around a platinum income. And again, I'm kind of being a little generous there. A lot of platinums are only making $1,000 a month because their structure of their business just stinks. So, but again, even if they go Q12 Founders Platinum, they get a $20,000 bonus, and you add that on to $1,000 a month. Hey, 30 grand a year. That's not bad. That's close to the average income in America anyway. So we're going to assume 1 out of every 5 people are on standing order. So you get about 150 people in your group, and now that's going to take you close to a year, if not longer, to possibly to do. Unfortunately, this is why there's so much negative online about the tools scam. If you do a lot of research online about Britt Worldwide, you're going to see a lot of negative about a lot of people losing money in a tools scam. And the reason I write this, Bill Britt is a billionaire, where diamonds only make maybe $500,000 a year and up. Now you say, oh, only $500,000 a year. God, I'd love to make $500,000 a year. The issue with that is if I was paying you $20,000 a year, but I was making $120,000 a year off of your business as the maker of this system, it's kind of a little unfair. And I remember I was at a function where Bill Britt actually named who was going to be the person to take over his company and that tools income. And immediately within the next year, all these other people that were outside of that person's group left Britt Worldwide because they didn't want somebody else making money off their tool income. And unfortunately, because of how much money the diamonds make on the tools, just so you know, Amway, I believe, says that about $120,000 to $150,000 a year is going to be your Amway income. You're tripling that as with the system income. And the reason, again, that a lot of people talk negative about that, believe me, I don't see anything wrong with making money off of the system income. The problem is it so overshadows the product income, which kind of shows you, one, how just horrible the Amway compensation plan is. Again, I really hate to say this because there's a lot of people that are still in this business that I truly love, and they're just great people, but just again, being straight with you, the compensation plan, if you've got $20,000, $25,000 in business going through your company, your organization, and you're a platinum, and you're only making $1,500 of that stinks. Just to give you an example, not Success University, but my primary business opportunity, which is in the travel industry, it's a business called Global Resorts Network. You can check out grnwealthplan.com, which is my blog about that company. It's a $3,000 product, and as soon as you sponsor one person with that product, you make $1,000.